What is up, humans of the cardboard? Welcome back to Just Nuts, guys. Today we've got more information on the new Utopia structure deck. We got the cover for it also. That's pretty dope, right? You know, Utopia and the other monster that does some crazy shit. You know what this monster does, Chris?
Nope.
Okay. Moving on. This is Chris.
They probably remember me. Maybe.
Next card, first card we're going to talk about is Zexel Sage, or ZS Utopic Sage. It's a rank 4 light warrior Exceed monster, so another Exceed, which is always good. It's a rank 4, it's completely generic, 2 level 4 monsters, 2025 are the stat lines. It's pretty good.
Sounds pretty good.
2 effects. The first effect is a hard once per turn. The first effect reads: you can attach 2 materials from this card to special summon a ZW or ZS monster straight from the deck. Also, for the rest of this turn, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except for XYZ monsters, nor attack except with number monsters. So some weird restrictions there. I mean, listen, if you're playing a Utopia like deck, you know, number deck, ZS, ZW deck, you're doing nothing but Exceed summoning, so the restriction doesn't really matter there. The attacking effect could matter. I mean, most of your cards are going to be number monsters, but I guess it could keep you from killing in certain turns, but all things considered, that's pretty good, especially since the 2 new monsters we just got from Lightning Overdrive search when they're used for material for an Exceed summon, and so you can just pull them out of the deck even easier now. Like, they were searchable off of Rhoda because they were warriors, but now you can just pull them out of the deck, which means any rank 4 setup, anything that gets you to a rank 4, now pulls them out of the deck, which gets you a search for a Zexel card, which is the rank up card. And so now it's just becoming even more accessible than it was before to get to those rank up plays, which is really nice. Just any generic rank 4 gets you there. And the second effect, if a Utopia and or Utopic Exceed monster you control whose original attribute is light other than this card would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish this card from your field or graveyard instead. It's also pretty nice because I'm assuming after you use this card, you're going to use it as material and then maybe detach it to do an effect. So this will just end up in grave as part of your combo. So now you just have... This card's pretty good. It's a pretty good engine Exceed monster. Just pull something out of the deck straight up that's going to get you another card, and it offers you destruction protection down the line for any of your other boss monsters. Hell yeah.
I'm liking it.
And then we have 2 more traps. This is Contract of Destiny. I do want to note this is not a Zexel card, so it's not searchable off of the new guys that search your Zexel spells and traps, so keep that in mind. Continuous trap card, though. You can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. First effect reads: if this card, or each time a card or cards you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, place an Emperor's Key counter on this card. Maximum 1. You can only have 1 on this card.
Big oof.
If your opponent special summons a monster from the extra, you can remove an Emperor's Key counter from this card to send a Door of Destiny from your hand, deck, or face-up field to the graveyard. And if you do, special summon 1 light Utopia or Utopic Exceed monster from extra deck, and if you do, attach this card to it as material.
That's a lot.
There's a lot going on here. Okay, so first and foremost, what I don't love about this card is this. That this doesn't just like do what it does. You have to, for this to even be live, this has to be face-up when something gets destroyed on your field. You can destroy your own stuff, but it's a trap, so you also have to set it. So it's not like turn 1, you're activating this and then destroying your own thing to make it work. So I don't love that you have to wait for something to be destroyed. But the effect's pretty good, all things considered, right? Your opponent just has to go into the extra deck and you can Foolish Burial, whatever this is. I don't even know if this card's a real card yet.
Don't ask me, I don't remember it.
Okay. To the grave, and then you just cheat out any Utopia or Utopic monster straight from the extra deck, which some of them now, the new ones, are just going to get you Disruption. So it's fine. It's not searchable, and it takes a little bit of setup waiting for the destruction, but I guess the payoff is decent. But I'm not in love with it. And the last trap here is Numbers Protect. Again, not a Zexel card, which irks my beans, dude. Irks my beans, Chris.
How irked are your beans?
Listen, I've always been saying this, is that it'd be awesome if this deck, this kind of archetype, would get a searchable counter trap that's like negated spells or traps, because then you'd have built-in protection to stuff like Dark Ruler No More. And stuff like that just beats these kind of combo decks that are ending with like just a bunch of monsters on board. But whatever. This is a counter trap. It has 2 effects. They're both hard once per turns, but you can only activate 1 per turn. So you got to pick one. You can't do both in the same turn. First effect reads when a spell or trap card or monster effect is activated and you control a number exceed monster. Negate the activation if you destroy that card. This is just an Omni Negate when you have a number exceed on the field. That's as simple as Utopia, Utopia Double, Utopia Lightning, literally any of that garbage you can rank up into. Just a generic rank 4 gets you this card live. The second effect says if a number exceed monster you control is destroyed by a battle or card effect, and this is in your grave, you can set this card to your field, but banish it when it leaves the field. Okay.
That's pretty clean.
It is pretty clean. Like, again, I'm just going to come back to this. This card's actually pretty good. Just the biggest downside is it's not a Zexel card, so it's not searchable with the new support. So do you really just want to play a hard 3 of counter trap that kind of bricks up hands in a deck that is a combo deck where you want to see just like combo pieces? I don't know. I do think there's validity to it if you see this with a hand that already plays, because then it makes your board immune to Dark Ruler, Forbidden Droplet, you know, that kind of stuff. But it's still an interesting card nonetheless, and I do appreciate it. It's an Omni Negate. Gotta love it. All right, Chris, you look up this card, Door of Destiny.
I did.
Hell yeah. Took the signal. All right, Door of Destiny. When an opponent's monster declares a direct attack, negate the attack, then special summon this card as an effect monster. It's a Fiend, Light, level 1, 0/0, and it counts as a trap. During your standby phase, while this card is treated as a monster, banish any number of Utopia monsters with different names from grave to inflict 500 to your opponent for each of those banished monsters. And if you do, this card gains attack equal to the...
Sounds like poop.
It's poop. It's poop. It's literally just a requirement to play this. You don't even want that in the deck. And you know what? Let's be honest. You don't want this in the deck either. This second trap is poo. This first monster is clean as sin. And... the last trap is decent. If it was searchable, it'd be incredible. It'd be an incredible one of for Utopia decks, but we'll see. So yeah, that's going to do it for me here, guys. Let me know in the comment section down below if there's anything we missed interaction-wise with like Utopic Sage, if there's anything specific that he can do outside of like summoning the new sages to get extra searches and bodies and stuff, for any, you know, just special interactions there. Obviously, there's also the other new one that attaches itself to a Utopia, and then it's a monster negate. That's also fine that he pulls out there. But yeah, just cool stuff. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments down below. That's going to do it for us here, though. Anything else you want to add, Chris?
No, I'm just ready for you to build me this deck.
That's how it works. That's how it works. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Peace.